Hey guys, I have something exciting for you today. I have the Emalla InkDot thermal printer. I can't wait to see how it works. This is a $300 printer and you can get 10% off if you use our link in the description below. Let's open up the box, take a look, and see how it works. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Okay, here we are, the Emalla brand printer. You can find this on OmySalon.com. Don't forget to use our link though. All right, let's open it up. Okay, we have a nice case. I don't think many of these printers have come with a case, so thank you so much for that. I'm glad you get something like that for the price. I feel like that is reasonable. All right, here is the Emalla InkDot printer. We have the user guide. We have a cord in here, so nice little carrying case with everything you need. We have directions. We're going to hold the power button. This is the power button. Hold down. 30 seconds and it's on. We're now going to double click the power button, it says. All right, so this is probably just a protective paper. It wanted to run that through and it should be good to go now. Let's take a look at the manual. We have the app store here. Looks like this little icon is going to be our app, the e-printer. And let's quickly check the method for the paper. Preparation for use, remove, of course, the protective sheet, yellow backing, and then we are putting it in white side up, right there. All right, let's get that app. Okay, I have discovered the app in the App Store, e-printer right here. Just gonna grab it. Okay, I'm just gonna accept their privacy policy, and now we see their app. Let's see if the printer, yep, printer's on, and we're gonna select a printer. So it's just scanning, and you can see it right there, connecting. Okay, we're actually gonna tap it and press pair. We should be good, all connected. Emalla's got this transfer paper of their own. Let's see what it's like. Here's the paper, nice big stack. How much did we get? We got 100 sheets of A4 thermal printer paper. Okay, I'm gonna remove the centerpiece and the yellow. No perforation, so folding it will make it a little more even. But we're going wild style today. Okay, remember, we're not too wild. We want to keep this correct. White side up. And it's like we feed it in through here. I'm gonna open up the top and help it all the way to, looks like the spot right here. Okay, let's see how that works. Ooh. All right, let's go ahead and close it. We're gonna bring the app back here. We have the single tattoo paper, A4. And we're gonna go ahead and open up tattoo preview. Oh, cool, they have a little tattoo preview section for on the body part. That's fun. There's all the little bodies. Nice little feature of this app, so cool. And then we're gonna go ahead and go to library. See what's there. All their fun flash that you can use in this whole library here. You just bring this with you anywhere, to a convention or whatever. You have it all in your printer app. Tattoo editing brought us to the pictures, and now we have a portrait loaded in here. We're really going to test this out. What I'm noticing right away in the tattoo editing section of their app is they do have measurements, which I love. They have inches and millimeters so that you can make those differences. So now I know the size of my image here. I have a scale. So I think that's great. I think that's essential when I'm working so that if I'm working to scale, I can print to scale. All right. We're going to press print. And there's more options. We have anti-wrinkle options, strong, weak, and turn it off. Print density, light, medium, heavy. I'm going to stay at default. Print. So we see the arrows here pointing in the way we should put the paper. And it says that we're supposed to cover the sensor, and I believe that's where those are. And we're going to go ahead and leave the white side up. We're going to close this, and it should be loaded. Woo, that was super fast. Sounds really efficient. All right, I had that flatten feature on, and I feel like this thing is super flat. I also think that the opening is big enough to fit the paper, which some of these printers I wonder. All right, I'm actually really happy with this. In a print like this, we don't want there to be too much saturation. Otherwise, those smaller details are going to blend together. This is an insane thing to print. I just wanted to see what we could possibly pull off with this printer. And this is very impressive. I think this would make a perfect stencil for portrait work. This thing is $300 and it really does show. All the details are immaculate. Wow. Okay. We could do a simpler print, but that really does show quite well what it can do with high resolution. Let's see how heavy we can get the print. Let's do one more. All right, white side up. We are opening up the Emalla to make sure that we're covering the sensor properly and centering the paper so we have space for it to move. Bring this down a little bit more. There's the sensor, and just see where I am on the sides here, not giving it too much on one side or the other. Okay, it's all locked and loaded. Let's go to editing. We're going to print something else. Okay, so again, here's the app with a little fine line piece I just did, and you can see on the left I can measure it, which I really like. Sometimes it's hard to know what size I'm going to be printing out. These apps aren't always easy about that. And this one has a really nice scaling feature here. It shows the lines really well and helps you actually read the ruler. So that is really cool. So let's see what this looks like. It's fine line. Usually people don't want big things. Let's just see what it looks like here. We're going to change. So the print density, light, medium, heavy. I feel like for fine line, we might want to see how dark it can get. I do also want to see that it can go heavy without smudging or being too thick or clumpy on the page. So let's try it out. Anti-wrinkle, sure, why not? Let's keep it on. So fast. As soon as I print it, it starts coming out. So that's awesome. So it's probably smaller than I would go doing this piece. I think this is smaller than I actually ended up working on it. All right, so this is probably a little smaller than what I normally would print this, so that's good because it tests out how tiny you can go. Holy crap, I'm getting so much detail out of this. So you're definitely getting a lot for your money, I think, here. These stencils look awesome. They're not oversaturated. The details are amazing. It's picking up all the lines, even the lines that I made slightly thicker or thinner. I can tell those differences. So, wow, amazing. One thing to mention, in the app up here on the left, there's a little save button. You can save the project you're working with. So we can just say model for this one, just save to portfolio. After you print, it goes to the home page. So if you want it to save to your portfolio, that's going to be here in the front. So you want to make sure you save along the way, especially if you're doing some sizing. If that person decides to change something and you have to print it again and you've already sized it, you don't want to have to resize it again. So I love that all that's in here. It's an amazing app. It's an amazing printer. You guys are really going to love it. It's $300, so please use our discount in the link in the description below and help keep us afloat here at Floaty Tattoo. Like and subscribe. Bye. Thank you. Bye.